Alright guys, I'm going to be installing a front-facing camera on my 19 Toyota Tacoma SR trim, if that matters, into the PX6 radio. And I've never made a video like this before, so here we go. So I won't talk too much because I know that's annoying. Two wires you're going to need is going to be this pink wire. This says, where's that? It says back cam power, but on another video I watched, the same wire said F cam. And it's also going to be using the F cam video that with the yellow port. And both of these are linked into the same harness that goes to the rear camera. I've pre-wired or pre-crimped a male in on this guy, and on the camera wiring pre-crimped the female in on this one. Sorry, it's blurry. Okay, so from the radio harness we have the yellow connected to the yellow, and we have the red coming from there connected to the pink. And this is the harness that is also going to the factory rear camera. After you get all those connected, wired, and taped for, you know, extra measure, I'm gonna go ahead and, or what I did was fish the wire down that way, which is the same way my cables go for the subwoofer, and got it sitting right down there for the moment, and we'll get to that in a second. Okay, so this is the nest of wires. There's just one wire that's coming from my PX6 radio. I got it routed down here. I'm kind of just doing a trial run without hooking the camera up to the grill area or anything first. I'm just kind of figuring out how this thing works exactly. There were no instructions with it or anything. Of course, it's fine. Anyway, so it comes to your yellow end that also has the red wire coming out of it. Again, this is the cable coming from the PX6, which is hooked up behind the radio unit itself. I connected, well, sorry, here's another harness that is with it. Looks like this. It's kind of just the black plug with the red and black wire. So what I did here was I only used the red side. I got the red and black in there, but the black is cut and not being used. So your red wire from this harness goes to the red wire coming from this harness. And here is the camera that came with the system. It's going to these wires here. And so the red end is going to connect to the black end in this harness, and the yellow end obviously is going to go to the yellow end of the other harness. So I've got that hooked up, just sitting here in the truck just for a trial run. I've actually already got the PX6 labeled and hooked up to this button here. So you go to the, I labeled it FR cam, front rear cam, click it, it'll bring me, and I've already got it hooked up. And so there it is. I have not gotten as far to hook it up to the front of the car yet because it is dark. I'm gonna have to do that on another day, and I will edit the videos together, but so you get the drift. That is how it's hooked up. And the cool thing about the radio is you can hit this little button here and it flips over to the rear cam. Looks like shit, but that's because the factory camera. on the truck is not that great, and it's dark and my reverse lights are not on. There's the brake lights. So that's pretty cool. The kit came with a front rear button that can go into a factory size hole, the small rectangle hole. I don't think I'm gonna use it. I think maybe you can use it if you don't want to use the radio itself for, you know, selecting front or rear. So we're just gonna run with this and see how it works. So for now, this is as far as I've gotten. There's me